Think minimalists never spend money? Not true. I'm Robin from Minimalism Over 50, and today I'm sharing about 18 things that I spend money on. Some of them are even a bit of a splurge. This list has changed over time. I definitely splurge now at the age of 56 than I did 10 years ago. So the context for our splurging is that we are close to having our house paid off. We have the money set aside for our kids' college and we're on track for retirement. This gives us the wiggle room for some splurges. Number one is good food. So my husband and I are both trying to gain muscle. Trainers will tell you that 70 to 80% of your success with muscle building is in the kitchen. Now we fully acknowledge that there is a lot that's out of our control. For instance, my thin, fit, disciplined husband is on statins for cholesterol. That being said, in terms of our health, what we can do with food, we want to do with food. We are far from perfect. I love chips and guac. I love sweets, which is why I have to be careful about bringing both of those things into the house. But we do eat very well. A lot of our meals center around veggies and protein. Fish and veggies are on the rotation almost every week in terms of our dinners. Number two, Spotify. We have a family Spotify plan and I absolutely love it. My husband set us up with Sonos speakers for our house a few years ago, and so I can just with my iPhone enjoy Spotify music anywhere in the house. I also love being able to get Spotify in my car and on my computer. I love me a Spotify playlist. I have workout music, I have dance music, I have my Italian dinner pizza playlist. I love making Spotify playlists and then getting to enjoy them. Number three is my trainer. So this is fairly new for me. I started seeing a trainer back in October. I've talked about this in other places, but very briefly, I started lifting heavy in early 2024. For those of you who don't know this, women lose 10% of our muscle mass every decade after menopause. It may be earlier than menopause, but we lose muscle at roughly 1% a year of muscle mass if we don't do anything about it. And so I want to do something about it. Early in the year and in 2024, I started lifting heavy. And by late in the year, I was lifting heavy enough to where I was feeling some twinges and was concerned about hurting either my back or my knees. We have the financial margin to be able to afford a trainer. And we know that investing in our health is super important as we get older. And so, I decided to start seeing a trainer. Total splurge, and I'm so grateful. It has been wonderful. So my trainer is fantastic. She is in her 60s and has a background in bodybuilding. She's still a competitive athlete. I lift way, way heavier with her than I would ever be able to do on my own. I'm so grateful. Number four is a definite splurge. Do you know this? Neige. Neige. It's called a lip mask, and I had heard about it before, and then I tried it, and now I can't go back. It's one of the things that I like giving to people now. I put it on before I go to bed, and my lips just are so soft. It just feels like an indulgence every night. So the next one, number four, I'm not sure if I should call it a splurge or not, but it's my Planet Fitness membership. My husband and I both have a Planet Fitness membership, and it's $15 a month. They have everything that I need there. Like I said, I do work out with a trainer, but I also go to Planet Fitness. I can walk on the treadmill there. I can walk on the stair climber. They have all of the weightlifting equipment you might need. My husband will work out frequently at Planet Fitness, and I will tag along and walk on the treadmill while he lifts weights. Number 6 is random. Sumo oranges or Sumo Tangerines. Have you ever had one? Like, they are ridiculous. I don't have one to show you, but they are the nubby oranges. They're around for a short time every year. Would love to see a heart down in the comments if you love Sumos. Oh man, they are so good. They are juicy and flavorful, easy to peel. Like I said, they're a total splurge. They're maybe $3 or $4 for every orange. They're big, so Charlie and I will often split one. I usually buy 4 at a time. And actually, it's not just Sumo oranges, it's whatever is in season at the time. It could be cherries when they're in, or blueberries, or strawberries. I really do try to look the other way and buy in terms of cost and buy the in-season fruit while it's here because it's so yummy and delicious. So give me all the in-season fruit. So number 7 is good haircuts. Read expensive haircuts. So my gray hair, right now I'm growing it out, and so I only get it cut twice a year. I don't pay for coloring, and I really need and want, it's a want. I want a good haircut, and because I only get it twice a year, I don't mind paying a lot for it. My stylist, Catherine, is amazing, and I'm happy to pay what she charges for her expertise. Number 8 is candles. Now, I buy mostly Target candles. I buy them, and then I burn them, and then they are gone. They are not clutter for me. I don't buy a huge number. I'll buy 2 to 3 candles at a time, and then I use them up. While most of my candles are from Target, I did splurge this last Christmas for some Times pine-scented candles. Christmas candles can get funny in terms of the pine-smelling ones. Some of them can smell like pine sol, which is not what I want. This pine-scented candle that the Times has at Christmas time is just like the perfect, it smells like a Christmas tree. So this last year, I bought a couple of them and thoroughly enjoyed them. Also for Christmas, because my family knows that I love candles, my husband and daughter bought me some beeswax candles. If you've ever had beeswax candles, they are amazing. They smell like honey when they burn. Yes, they are a little bit expensive, but they smell absolutely delicious. Number 9 is good smells in general. I don't own any perfume, but I do love being surrounded with good smells. One of the things, and I do this in a couple of different ways, and I'll share a couple of different ways. So Mrs. Meyer's has a new rose scent. Maybe it's not new, but it's new to me. And so I bought some of that this week. I enjoy using hand soap that smells good. So that is an example of good smells. Here is another one. When we were in Austin, Texas, and stayed in a fancy hotel last year with some family, and the hotel where we stayed had Le Labo toiletries, and they smelled so fantastic. The scent that they had at the hotel where we were was called Hinoki, and then I ordered some of this, the Le Labo rose scented lotion. It smells so good. I love anything with rose scent. So I put the rose scented lotion on my Christmas list, but didn't get it. And so the week after Christmas, I went and bought it for myself. I use it at night on my hands right before I go to bed, and it feels like a mini indulgence every single night. So whether it is my Le Labo lotion or my Mrs. Meyer's yummy smelling hand soap, it feels like a mini indulgence every time I use these good smelling products, and I thoroughly enjoy them. They also don't bring clutter into my house. I use them and then I recycle the containers. Number 10, shoes. I don't buy cheap shoes. I don't buy crazy expensive shoes, but I do spend money on shoes. I have high arches on my feet, and so I also buy inserts for my tennis shoes. For those of you who aren't following along, I am in the middle of Project 36365, so I'm wearing 36 pieces of clothing for a year. I have 5 pair of shoes in my my capsule for the year, and so I'm careful about that. I never ever want my feet to hurt. I just want to be good to myself, and so I am big on my feet not hurting. And every pair of shoes that I have has to work pretty hard. Right now I have a pair of Converse tennis shoes, a pair of Hoka trail runners, a pair of Taos black flats. I also have Birkenstocks and a pair of Chaco sandals. Number 11 is winter gear. I live in the Pacific Northwest and it is rainy and gloomy a lot of the year. I have a good puffy that keeps me warm. I also have a rain shell and rain pants so that I can be outside all year long. Number 12, I spend money on sleep. So what that looks like is I have sheets that are ridiculously soft and cozy. We have a down on our bed that is cozy. We have a good mattress and good pillows. I have been on a lifelong journey to become a better sleeper. There's a lot that goes into good sleep, from going to bed and getting up at the same time every day, to having a cool, dark room, to limiting or avoiding caffeine. So one of the obvious places to start with cultivating good sleep is having a good mattress, good pillows, and soft, cozy bedding. Number 13 is supplements. While I do want to get most of what I need nutritionally from the food that I eat, I do take some supplements. I take magnesium every night to sleep, but I do also take a few other supplements. For what it's worth, I take a B complex and vitamin D supplements because my blood work showed that I was deficient in both of those. I take vitamin C for general well-being, and I take fish oil every day. Number 14, travel and experiences. We have 2 college-age kids, and we are spending a lot of money on being with them and having experiences with them and going to see them. My husband has a lot of his needs for travel met through his love of backpacking. I am not a good sleeper, and so don't backpack with him because of the camping part, but I do love to travel. So we do have a bucket list of experiences that we would love to have with our kids. So we'll see what adventure we have next. This next one, number 15, it's something that we splurged on a long time ago, like 15 years ago. But it's something that our kids have said that they will likely fight over when we die, and that is our Demeyere pans. We have very expensive, really nice, heavy stainless steel pans. We love them. I never will own another pan, and like I said, we'll pass them on to our kids when we pass away. Same thing with our this is sort of a bonus one. Same thing with our Vitamixer. We had the Vitamixer that Charlie's parents passed on to us back in like 1990 when Charlie graduated from college. So it was a secondhand Vitamix blender then that is still going strong. Number 16 is me drafting off my husband, and that is coffee. My husband has a serious issue with coffee, and I totally benefit from it. So several years ago, he bought a really lovely espresso machine that we enjoy every single morning. Around that same time, he started roasting green coffee. He started first in an air popper, then he went to a bit nicer of a coffee roaster, and now he has a seriously nice coffee roaster that is out in our tool shed. So this has been a splurge that I have totally drafted off my husband and enjoyed every minute of it. Number 17 is non-alcoholic wine. I have been sober for close to 8 years, and yes, we buy non-alcoholic wine. Charlie gave me my first bottle of sparkling wine about a year ago, last Christmas, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And so, yeah, this is an ongoing thing that we buy. I don't have it all the time, but we bought 6 bottles for 2024, and I got another 6 bottles for Christmas this year. So lovely. It's delicious, and it really helps me to have something fun and bubbly to drink if I'm in a situation where other people are drinking wine. The last one, number 18, is microblading my eyebrows. I think mine are called ombre. So I really have very sparse eyebrows. And now that my hair is silver, I just kind of look like I don't have any eyebrows at all. They're silver and very, very sparse. And so last year, in January of 2024, I got them microbladed or ombre browed. Is that the verb? I don't know what the verb is, but I got my eyebrows microbladed, whatever the word is, whether it's microblading or ombre. I got them done and I absolutely love them. It was a very bougie thing to do. It was quite expensive and I thoroughly enjoyed it. They need to be touched up right now and I will do that at some point, but I just have to get around to it. Thoroughly thumbs up for the microblading. So I'm curious about you. If you identify as a minimalist, what do you spend money on and what are your splurges? If you found value with this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other people find my content. If you enjoyed this video, you may enjoy this one as well, where I talk about what I don't spend money on.